Millions and billions of people are suffering and dying every year because of this pandemic. No, I'm not talking about COVID-19, but rather about sleep deficiency. We have seen a pattern of increase in sleep deficiency among the world population. For example, children over the last century, each year they get about 1.5 minutes less sleep compared to the previous year. Hence today, they're getting about 2 hours less sleep per night in the United States than they did a century ago. And it is very unlikely that during that time period, we have somehow evolved and need 2 hours of less sleep. Sleep deficiency is one of the primary reasons for onsetting prevalent illnesses such as diabetes type 2, neurobehavioral deficits, degradation in memory consolidation, and impaired cognition. However, many still fail to recognize the importance of sleep. In the following videos, I will be going over the importance of sleep, diagnosis methods, sleep disorders, associations of neurological disorders with sleep disorders, and the treatments for sleep disorders. Then let's start by discussing the importance of sleep. Having poor sleep quality can induce instant damages such as car crashes. Meanwhile, sleep deficiency can also contribute to the onset of chronic health diseases. First of all, let's explore the relationship between sleep and obesity. Some of the physiological reasons why sleep deficiency might cause obesity is that glucose and the hunger hormones follow certain nocturnal patterns, and disruption to this has an enormous impact on calorie intake and utilization. The obesity caused by sleep deprivation can then onset many chronic health problems such as type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is when the body becomes resistant to insulin and can develop when you become overweight and have impaired glucose tolerance, both of which are affected by having poor sleep quality. Sleep and cognition. The last decade has seen a relationship between sleep problems in adolescents and the development of risk-taking behaviors. The studies undertaken in American 14 to 19 years old have demonstrated an association between insufficient sleep and an increased likelihood of engaging in health risk behaviors such as smoking, alcohol use, and violence. Sleep deficiency can impair cognitive abilities, and it can trigger the person to make poor choices due to an inability to adequately assess the consequence of these behaviors. Some of these bad choices, such as smoking and drug use, can further cause other health problems such as lung cancer, making a vicious cycle. Sleep and immunity. Individuals having less than 7 hours of sleep per night are almost 3 times more likely to become infected by the rhinovirus, which is a common cold. During sleep, our immune systems release proteins called cytokines, which are needed when you have an infection or inflammation. This implies that sleep deficiency may decrease the production of these cytokines, which in turn weakens our immune system. This makes us significantly vulnerable to the infections of viruses and bacteria. And lastly, sleep and accidents. The researchers at Oxford University have found out that drivers who reported fewer than 4 hours of sleep had 15.1 times the odds of responsibility for car crashes compared with drivers who slept 7 to 9 hours a night. Another study was done to examine the association between a 50-minute delay in high school start times in Fairfax County, Virginia, and changes in the rate of adolescent vehicle crashes. The crash rate per 1,000 in 16 to 18-year-old licensed drivers in Fairfax County during Case 1, where students attended school at normal times, was significantly higher compared to the second case. So this is my works cited page, and if you want to get more information, please visit these websites. So today I talked about the four main relationships, and I hope this makes it clear why having sufficient sleep is very crucial. I'll see you in the next video about the diagnosis methods of sleep disorders. Then bye guys!